Merry Christmas, Dan.
Shut up, Ben.
Oh my gosh. We have started.
Today on Life Talks, it's our special Christmas episode. I don't think
hold it. Is it December 1st yet? No, it's not even the 1st. This is the 30th.
No, but because
you are one day
right
late.
now.
we're recording beforehand, a month before, and we are gonna have a Christmas episode.
Have you started decorating your house?
Our house was decorated on November 2nd.
Weirdos.
Of course it was.
It was completely
Of course it
decorated.
was.
Weirdos.
I'm just telling you, we've been celebrating Christmas for a long time.
And do you listen to Christmas music now?
100%.
Already.
Oh, November 1st.
Really?
Yes.
You know, I think that's
I'm one of those guys.
Okay, so
That's
here's my
great.
theory. I actually think that's a sign of bad character.
Wow. I went a totally different direction. I want to hear this.
This is my new theory for 2023.
I've got bad character.
I've been floating this
You
to
like
different people to
Christmas?
see how they respond.
Bring it.
I love this.
It is indicative of our culture today that can't wait for anything.
I agree.
So we got Christmas trees in the Walmart in September.
That's wrong.
It's wrong.
I
and
agree
it's
with you.
wrong to have anything before Thanksgiving that's Christmas related.
Morally?
Our world,
No,
our
he's-
culture needs to.
Morally.
Because I know you weren't here for that series that we did on sin, but
No, we need to grow up and wait until things are. It's like people who want to celebrate their birthday early. No,
It's all about.
you have a birthday. It's
Dan,
a very
Dan,
specific
here's
point
the
in
thing.
time.
It's all about money. The whole reason why they're doing it
I'm
is
not
about
playing
money.
that game.
I know, but what I'm saying is
So you're
my
saying
desire to
you
have
want more money?
No,
You
I'm
want to
just
spend
saying
more money.
I enjoy the lights, I enjoy the music, I enjoy the
aesthetics.
But
festivities.
if it's all the time, then
it's
it loses
not
its
all the time.
specialness.
It's 50 days.
Well, it used to be.
50 days.
It
that's
used to be 25.
So-
Okay,
so one
I
out of
want
7.
double the Christmas. I want double the Christmas, doggone it. Is that bad?
Well, for me, that is starting at the first because my mom wouldn't put the Christmas tree up until the 15th.
Oh, sounds
Because-
like someone needs to sit on a couch.
what I hear is part of why Dan is frustrated with you is because it's people like you that make it so that we have to deal with Christmas sooner. You're encroaching on his.
Dan just said he's got mommy issues about Christmas. Okay, so we've got some fun Christmas questions to ask each other, Dan. If you could see,
I
you
wish
got to watch
no,
this
seriously,
episode on YouTube.
Yeah.
Please watch it on YouTube.
I wish I'd worn my grumpy cat because I have
I know.
grumpy cat
Yeah.
sweaters
Dan is
and a
pure.
Grinch one and a Grinch one too.
Dan is Grinch and Bah Humbug and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, Dan, I know you. You love giving gifts to people.
I do
You love.
at Christmas, not 2 months
one
before.
Well,
day of
you
the
don't.
year.
Yeah, you just don't like. Am I obnoxiously pre-Christmas person? I'm not.
Well, you are now.
so.
No,
Right
I'm
now,
not. I'm just
no.
telling you. In
No.
my home, I celebrate it. In my car, I listen to
I don't
the.
even think we're putting a tree up this year.
Are you
Can you-
kidding me?
Yeah.
Probably us too.
Oh my goodness!
Wait,
All right.
the grandkids aren't coming, so why do it?
Because
What goes up must come down.
All
And
right.
you know that's the pits. Is there no seriously? Is there an emptier, sadder feeling than taking a Christmas tree down? Don't you think that's such a sad feeling?
no, because by the time it's been
Because
up
you don't
so
take yours
long-
down, you just live it up all.
No, I'm just done with it. I'm like, let's get this thing out.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
but you wouldn't feel that way if you didn't put it up so far in advance. That's what you're absolutely making my case.
You
for
are
me.
literally making the argument I should never get married because I don't want to be disappointed in my wife.
I'm out.
We are 4 minutes in this episode and we haven't gotten to one question yet. All right, so we're
Question
gonna
number
start
one.
off. We're gonna start off easy, Dan. What's your favorite all-time Christmas tradition? Putting up my tree on the 15th.
No, when we used to put up our Christmas tree, when my kids were little,
Yeah.
even before my kids were born, my wife would make finger foods.
Oh, sweet.
Just don't,
That's sweet.
Don't awe me, okay? Just let me tell my stinking
Okay,
story.
tell your story.
Oh, ain't that sweet? No, she'd make like little salami rolls with cream cheese in them and little chicken fingers, and we would, while we decorated the tree, we would eat.
Oh.
And one year the Christmas tree fell over halfway through it. One year the dog ate all the snackies. We've had many tragedies over the years around this tradition, but each tragedy becomes a cherished memory.
A memory. Absolutely. Okay, that's good.
What is yours?
My favorite Christmas tradition it's kind of twofold. On Christmas Eve, we give the stockings out to the kids. In Germany, the German tradition is you open up gifts on Christmas, the evening of before Christmas.
See, again, early.
I know. Well, I'm just telling you how my German ancestors have done it. So I mean, we wanted to do something. So we packed our kids' stockings that the Christmas Eve, and then we would give them all their fun stocking gifts. And then
Okay, what do you put in stockings though?
they'd be like, it just changed as our kids got older. First it was kind of like little candy treats, little tiny toys. And as they got older, it was like gift cards and little things like that.
So my mom used to always put a little bag of gold coins in ours.
Oh, with chocolate in them?
Yeah, little chocolate gold coins that tasted like wax.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And then one day I'm looking at the coins very carefully, and they've got a menorah on them.
That's hilarious.
I did not realize that is actually a Jewish tradition that you give little chocolate
Your
gold
mom
coins.
was so multicultural and a little...
I did not
was
realize.
way ahead of her time.
Yeah, and honestly, they were the worst tasting chocolate ever.
But you know
created.
what? But it's tradition. And the other tradition is we always have... My wife makes homemade cinnamon rolls for Christmas morning.
Homemade what?
Homemade cinnamon rolls.
Okay, you said it right that time.
Why? What did I
I
say
thought you
before?
said cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I said
We
cinnamon.
have it recorded. We can roll the tape back. We'll find
Anyways.
Well, and we don't make homemade ones. We use Pillsbury, but yes, we do that on Christmas morning too. Yes.
They're just as good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Make sure that does not get edited out.
I meant to say.
No.
I meant to say.
That train has left the station.
That's just as good as having someone else
Watching
make
the
them.
video, Ben is blushing.
I'm not talking about the flavor of them.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I can understand. I understand. where you're
My
going.
wife's cinnamon rolls are
Ben
awesome.
is going to the couch now.
They're awesome, man. Okay.
Different couch, but you're going.
All right. Next question. Dan, can you share a memorable Christmas gift you received as a child or as an adult?
Probably the most memorable ones that I have are ones that I gave rather than received. My dad one time got me an electric train. I didn't want an electric train, but Dad did.
Because he worked in the railroads?
Yeah. So I remember that one oddly. I think the one I got, boy, this is aging me, but it had to have been probably 1968. And it was one of the first cassette recorders. I got a cassette recorder, and we had never heard our voices before.
Oh, yeah.
So to be able to hear our voices, and somewhere in a box somewhere, I've got tapes of that morning. I've got a tape of that morning with my dad, and we were all singing on it, just because we were wanting to hear our voice. I can't listen to them because I'll cry, but I do have them if I ever wanted to listen to them.
That is awesome.
But probably the ones I enjoyed most were the ones I gave, and those would be two. I gave my wife a teacup poodle, and she cried.
Yeah.
And I gave my daughter a camera because she wanted to go become a photographer.
Yeah.
And she cried. And both times when my wife cries and I cry, I cry.
Yeah.
Or my wife cries, my daughter cries, I cry.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not a big crier.
That's how it happens. Yeah. So my most memorable gifts as a child, there's a tie. I got a Millennium Falcon in 1982.
The Lego one, the big one?
No. I'm talking like the old action figure one.
Oh, wow. Okay.
1982.
Do you still have
That's
that?
the best.
My mom somehow has like what's left of it somewhere in the toy chest in her living dwelling place. And then I got
houses in her dwelling place.
And
What
then
is this, heaven?
and then
My mom's dwelling place.
and then I got an Optimus Prime in 1984, I think.
What is that? Is that
Big Transformer.
No, Optimus Prime. He was the chief.
Oh, I thought that was
Autobot
that thing
leader.
that you like virtual reality.
No.
glasses.
Optimus Prime is. You don't know who Optimus
That's
Prime
the new
is?
thing. It's Oculus.
Optimus Prime, dude. You don't know who Optimus Prime is?
I have no idea.
Oh my goodness! I cannot believe we're having this episode.
As long as he knows what the Millennium Falcon is.
Do you know what the Millennium Falcon
Only
is?
because you've told me about it. Before.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the only
So
reason I
then-
know about it.
Okay,
Those are the best gifts I got when I was a
We
kid.
made our toys when I was a kid.
I was Santa's
out of
workshop.
coat hangers and tin cans, corn cobs.
I will say this. Probably another memorable gift that I got was my parents in 1984 bought us a New International Version Bible. And they told me, don't tell grandma that we got you this.
Oh, that's
because
funny.
she was King James only.
That's hilarious.
But 1984 is when the NIV came out, and my parents want to give us a Bible that was readable for a child. And
How old were you?
8 years old.
Do you think this is when you started, like your parents like helped stretch you outside of like, some of those kind of strict...
Yeah, I mean, my parents were always, even though grew up independent, my parents were always cool.
Huh.
Like they never...
They were always liberal.
Yeah.
I didn't say they were liberal, but
Non-King James
they
equals
just were
liberal.
able to see through the stupidness of it all.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Good for them.
Yeah, so next question, Dan. If you could receive any fictional or historical character to spend Christmas with, who would it be? I love this question.
See, I hate it. You answered. Let me think if I can come up with something.
I emailed you these questions last night.
I know, and I looked at that and I said, that's a stupid question. I don't have any idea at all.
I'm sure I'll come up with one
George
tomorrow.
Washington? Why would I want to spend Christmas with George Washington?
I would love to spend Christmas with. I'm going to sound really Christian-y right now.
The Apostle Paul.
The Apostle Paul.
I knew it.
I would.
They didn't even celebrate Christmas.
I
in
know.
those days.
I would want him to see what he thought about it all. Because he's such a theologian.
I think we know.
Do we?
Oh, he'd be writing letters like crazy.
No, I don't think he would.
Stop it, he would say.
Really?
Dear Church of America, stop it.
No. I don't think he would.
Oh, I do.
I want to hear more.
Because think about what Paul did. Paul's own life, he was observing Jewish ceremonial laws. Why? Why was he doing that in the book of Acts? Even though he would write the letter of Galatians saying, you don't have to do this, but why would he do it?
Because he probably had a lot of childhood memories attached to it.
Okay, there you go.
Sentimental
He
reasons.
loved traditions. I think I'd be fascinated to see what Paul would think about Christmas. How the modern Christian people celebrate this, Jesus' birth. What do we think about it? I'm just curious. Because there are those people who are like, it's a pagan holiday, don't do it,
Right.
He's such
I had a professor in college that literally would not put up a tree because of the Druids,
Oh, yeah.
but he decorated, get this, a cross.
Oh, that's
He
so
decorated. Isn't that the dumbest thing you've
So
ever heard?
dumb.
Yeah.
Anyways,
He was dumb in other
all
ways,
right.
too.
Have you, the fictional character, I got the fictional character.
I can't come up with anybody except Dolly Parton.
Wait. What?
She seems nice, and I like going to Dollywood at Christmas. So there we go.
All right.
I'm sorry.
You would have a good time.
There you go.
I think so. She's a really, she's really fun, like you said.
Yeah,
So.
I'd still have to lecture her about her hussiness. But,
I thought you were gonna say I thought you were saying the Grinch. I mean, come on, you guys would enjoy Christmas
it would need
together.
to be the original Grinch, not the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Okay,
Definitely.
Okay,
Of course.
all right. Next one. If you could spend Christmas anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I've got an unusual answer to this.
Okay.
It would be back in time as a child. I would
Oh,
like to
yeah.
experience. I'd like to go
Okay.
back in time and appreciate it as a kid.
Yeah.
Because there was that feeling you never capture again
Yeah.
when you're a little kid and you still believe in Santa.
Yeah.
And you're just so excited.
Did your parents have you believe in Santa? Did they play that game for a little
Oh
while?
yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
no! If you're listening to
When
this,
they told
we
me
should give
when
a
they told me when I was 18 that there was no Santa, I just
Parental warning.
devastated me.
So we do parental warning. on
parental
this one?
warning. We're gonna talk about Santa. Yeah, that's a great answer, Dan. I would love to do the Hawaii Christmas.
That sounds great.
Wouldn't it be awesome?
That's
And
amazing.
wasn't there like a movie, a Brady Bunch movie, where they celebrated?
I don't know. I mean, I just
They did some good things.
Well,
Okay, yeah,
Christmas Vacation. Remember, he wanted to go to
Right.
Hawaii. That
Yeah.
was kind of what he wanted to do with the bonus, and they got the Jam of the Month Club or something like that.
Right.
But my wife loves the beach. She's always wanted to go visit Hawaii.
Okay, so this goes to another question: would you rather have a warm Christmas or a white Christmas? You're going to ask in a minute.
Warm,
No.
100%.
Have you ever lived in a tropical area?
No, but I
Okay,
used to
it
visit
is-
West Palm Beach, and you know this.
At
Every
Christmas?
December, I would see you
Were
when I
you
was
there
a
for
kid.
Christmas Day?
Yes.
At Christmas Day, you
We
were there.
go to the beach.
And it is miserable.
Praise God.
It is. There is
Nothing
we used to
better.
eat Christmas dinner on our back porch by the pool in our shorts and t-shirts.
That sounds like heaven to me.
No,
Yeah.
it is un-American and unchristian. It is. It's. I can't imagine how people like on the equator even get in the mood at all.
So why don't you and Julie go drive up north and just enjoy the cold, frigid cold for a week?
We did. We put my kids in the van for 20 years and drove to Missouri and hauled all the.
Did you say misery or Missouri?
Well, either one.
Either one.
We did for years.
Same. Sounds like.
All right. So I'm shocked that we disagree on something, Dan.
I think it's beautiful how different the body of Christ
Yes.
is. The parts of the body of
Yeah, the
Christ
body
are.
of-
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I love this next question. What's your go-to Christmas movie?
You going first or me?
No, you.
I have 3 that I religiously watch every single year without exception.
Okay.
Die Hard.
That is not a Christmas movie. Okay, send your letters.
Send your letters to Dan.
No, I watch Elf.
Yes.
I think that is a hilarious movie.
Excellent,
So great.
excellent choice.
I watch The Christmas Story on Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Never miss
Okay,
it.
all right.
Because they have 24 hours of Christmas Story,
Yep,
and I absolutely watch it.
Excellent.
And then, and this one I'm a little embarrassed to say, but I love Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas
yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good
Classic.
movie.
When that old man's hair catches fire and the cat chews and
the squirrel,
and the
squirrel,
and
cousin,
then it just-
cousin Eddie
cousin
emptying
Ed- all
the
of it.
sewer.
Oh my god.
it has no plot, it has no rhythm, and it is just I roar.
Well, I mean, it does have a plot, but it's that is a classic.
It is.
All right, so my favorite go-to is definitely "It's a Wonderful Life."
I've never seen it.
I know you are.
I don't watch black and white.
You're not American.
I'm not
They
really
have a
51
color
either.
version,
Hey,
Dan.
You and I are the same.
When I grew up, the first 5 years of my life was only black and white. And when we got our first color, I'm like, whoa.
You're like, I'm never going back.
And I'm never going back.
Okay, well,
So that was it.
He got to Oz and never went back to Kansas.
Well, and there was a
Once he saw
a
color.
movie that was both in black and white and in color.
Yeah.
It was a
so
transition time.
It's a Wonderful Life is definitely number one. I have to watch it every year. It's kind of like, you've gone this far, 60 some years, you're not watching it.
No, yeah, it's just
Right.
a test of the will.
Like
now.
for me, it's just,
and I love Jimmy Stewart. I mean, I think he's like,
Yeah, he's phenomenal.
He's amazing.
but I like Elf is probably number two for me. We always watch Elf as a family, and I also have a soft spot in my heart for the original Grinch and the Charlie Brown Christmas.
Yes.
I love
Yeah,
those.
but I
two.
don't consider those movies. I consider those shows.
I
and you asked
know,
me
but
movies.
I'm just saying, like, those are in my watching. I've got to tick those boxes every year.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. What's your must-have Christmas dish?
Now, are we talking about
Lunch
during the Christmas season, or are we talking about Christmas
I'll give
dinner?
you some. Just it's a highway, whatever lane you want to go.
Well, I actually like to cook for Christmas,
in. Okay.
so I like I like to make iced sugar cookies and then have the
Ooh,
grandkids decorate them.
That's nice.
I like to make pretzels with icing and decorations on them. Pretzel sticks.
Oh,
Yeah, I love Buckeyes.
I love Buckeyes.
Yeah,
Buckeyes
anything
are
with
great.
peanut butter in
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love.
No, I don't
mean,
like Ohio State. I like the candy
Well,
Buckeyes.
who in the right mind does? So there's like 10 different things I like to make for
Mhm.
Christmas. One of the things that I like to receive to eat for Christmas is there's the Belcher family in our church.
Mhm.
They for 20 I've known them for 24 years, and except for the time I didn't live here, I think every year they have brought me a little box of candies that they make,
Oh.
and they have like a little it has a little like Whitman's samplers used to have
Yeah,
where you could
yeah.
like see what each
Yeah,
piece was.
yeah.
And so
That's
for me,
awesome.
it is Christmas when I get that box of candy from the Belchers.
That's so cool.
But for Christmas lunch,
But Belchers don't give it to him before the 15th because he'll get really grumpy at
He
you.
will. He will.
I hate it when I
I'm
get
sorry.
beat
What'd you do?
on that.
What'd you do for lunch?
I a few years ago we started making prime rib, and I love prime rib for
Ooh.
Christmas
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
or brisket.
My favorite Christmas dish is my wife's cinnamon rolls.
Nice.
Nice try, but you're
No,
not getting out of
Listen,
the doghouse.
I love them. I genuinely love them. I love Christmas rolls.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but
But they're just as good if you get them from Pillsbury. You said it.
He's not going to let the straw man
I
go.
am never. I can't wait to see.
I'm
going to.
I'm
Gotta listen to this podcast.
I am also the other Christmas dish. I know this is going to sound weird. It's very Christmas story-ish, but we always get Asian food
Nice.
for Christmas. Always.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Love
No,
it.
it's
Love
not.
it. That was our
It's-
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
No, seriously, you, Josh Brom,
Yes.
ruined Thanksgiving for me this year
How?
because I realized I'm really not a big fan of the turkey.
I'm the first
And
one that made you realize
That
how
you
old
don't
are
have to
you?
eat turkey, and
Yeah, I
I'm
don't.
thinking I'm literally in Missouri eating my plate of Thanksgiving food, and I'm thinking Josh Brom is eating whatever he wanted. I literally had that cross my mind multiple times, but specifically when I sat down to dinner, because Josh Brom tells me that they just don't like Thanksgiving dinner and they eat whatever they want.
I mean, we're kind of bleeding into another episode, but there's a thing as free will in the world.
I just didn't know it existed.
Anyways, okay. All right. I love this section. We're gonna talk about music a little bit, Dan. Okay. Your favorite.
That's the thumbnail. That face Dan just made
Yes,
is the
can you put-
thumbnail of the
put that on the
episode.
thumbnail.
Find a
Put that on
chat.
the thumbnail.
Yep.
Okay. Your favorite Christmas hymn?
One that I can't sing that I enjoy hearing done, if it's done well, is "O Holy Night."
Yes. Yeah.
But I also like O Come, Emmanuel."
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think "Oh Holy Night" is my favorite. But also "Oh Come, Let Us Adore Him" is also one of my favorite.
You know, the ones I love are the ones, and like if you have a Christmas Eve service, which I don't like, but when I go to one, there's that moment at the very end where everybody in the congregation sings. The lights are low. They put on candle. And seriously, if that moment does not do a little something for you, then I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah.
That's always just a sweet moment.
Jason Lanier singing "Oh Holy Night" is definitely, one of my favorites.
I honestly believe they'll be requesting him to sing that in heaven.
What's your favorite Christmas album? Just curious. Do you have a Christmas
Bing Crosby,
album?
no question.
Oh,
I didn't have to think about that one.
Nat King Cole for me is
and I love me
one of
some
my
Nat King
favorite
Cole.
one of my favorite Christmas albums of all time. Okay, is there a favorite? What's your favorite secular Christmas song?
This again, see, the nostalgia gets me, but when I was a kid on Christmas Eve, because we didn't play.
It's going to be the
year-round.
Carpenters. It's going to be the Carpenters, isn't it?
Oh,
that's going to be
I
your
forgot
favorite.
that. There's no question. Carpenters always.
Because I know you love Karen Carpenter.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
I thought that was going to be. I thought that was going to be your character you invite over to Christmas.
I didn't even think about it. What is wrong with me? I must be getting old. Karen Carpenter's Christmas album is the best album of all time. Take that, Mariah Carey.
All right, so the
all he wants for Christmas is the Carpenters.
I'm serious. If you just play Carpenter music for me on Christmas
Dan's
Eve,
in heaven.
Yes.
Okay. For me, my favorite secular Christmas song is "Last Christmas" by George Michael. That's my favorite.
You weirdo.
No, I think it's great. I think it's awesome. I can never turn it when that's on.
You have got
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
I hate that song.
I love that song.
Yeah, and I'm going to have it in my head.
What's wrong with you? I'm sorry, Dan.
You really like that? You're
not the Taylor Swift version.
You're
I'm talking about the
playing.
George Michael version. That's so good.
I have so many rude things to say right now. I am not going to say them. Holy smokes.
I said secular. You've got to come up with some song that's not about Jesus that's still fun.
With a less annoying one than that.
All right.
Okay, here's the one I've been waiting for.
Okay. I put this one. I made sure this question was in here.
Okay, so
what is one Christmas song that you wish you could obliterate off the planet? And I know what this is for you.
Drum roll. Ben's going to answer it for Dan.
Mariah Carey, "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Nope.
Yes.
No.
You hate that song.
I do, but I hate something else worse than I can't believe you missed this question.
I want to guess. Grandma.
Nope.
Okay, I'm ready.
Christmas Shoes. I hate that song.
Yes, you
so
do hate
hard.
Christmas shoes.
Hilarious.
Oh, yeah. And everybody in their car that's listening to this went, yeah, he's right. They did. They just right
You
as they
wanna
were.
bet?
Dan's version of hell is having to watch Christmas Shoes the movie with the Christmas
With Rob Lowe.
with Rob
And
Lowe.
I actually met the author of that book.
I know you did.
Yeah. She was at Cedarville University when I was up there teaching.
Were you nice?
Oh, yeah. Well, at that point, they had not. I was very unfamiliar with it. If she had just done the book and they did the Rob Lowe movie, I hadn't heard the song yet. But yes, I would have had to have words with her.
The Christmas song I wish to obliterate is "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer." That by far is so pathetic. It's and partially my last name is
Cousin Eddie had to sing that.
My last name is Rudolph. I take offense to reindeers doing something wrong. So
I hadn't thought about that. Yes.
All right. We're almost done, Dan. 2 more questions. If you could give me a present this year, what would it be?
More time with me.
No, I'm serious.
I'd give you a competent executive pastor.
Oh, you're so funny.
I'd give you a tofu
Oh.
pan of cinnamon rolls.
Tofu cinnamon rolls.
That's mean.
That doesn't exist, Dan. It doesn't exist.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can have bread.
Yet.
All right, Dan, what I want to give to you, here's my gift for you, is I would love for you to give, and I'm not saying this because I want to be away from you, because I love being with you.
You want me to take my sabbatical this year?
No,
Yes?
I would love for you to spend an entire year on the mission field, visiting other missionaries, teaching and training.
Well, look at that.
pastors.
So I give you
I
tofu,
think you would-
and you
I
give
think-
me the dream of my heart.
I know. I think if you spent a year on the mission field, traveling around doing missions,
I probably wouldn't come back.
you would. That'd be a little slice of heaven for you. That would be my gift to you.
Well, thank you.
All right. So,
When do I start?
lastly, in your opinion, what person or group deserves a lump of coal this year?
Do you have one for this yet?
I've been thinking about this. I'm not quite sure. I mean, you can go political with this. You can go.
I'm going to go with. Oh man, I got so many. How big is this bag, and how many pieces of coal do I get?
Right.
I'll give you mine. Can I start with mine?
Yes.
I love the term control oligarchs. I heard this term given to George Soros, Bill Gates, and Klaus Schwab. You know, the World Economic Forum. So they try to control everything with their money and finances. I want to give all three of those guys a lump of coal. Those are my lump of coal guys.
It's like I'm talking to somebody from the John Birch Society all of a sudden. It's like,
I just think what the work that they're doing is not leading to freedom.
So if I have two pieces of coal, I would give one to. No, I'd have to have three pieces of coal.
All right,
I have
three.
pieces of coal.
Three.
Okay. One will go to Hamas.
Okay.
They're just evil.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two, I would give it to all of the liberal college presidents in this country who have abandoned any semblance of academic free speech, and turned the greatest educational system in the world to an indoctrination system.
Mm-hmm.
Colleges today are so horrifically broken, I don't know that they're redeemable. And the third one would be to the media. The fourth estate used to be a place of dignity and principle and honor. And today, I don't care whether you're on the right or on your left. I have no time for the media at this point. So there we go. On that happy note.
Well, we should have started with that.
Wah, 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 wah.
Don't forget, Jesus is the reason for the season today, folks. This was an extra long episode,
and
but
get
everyone,
this, folks, while you're listening, I want you to understand this. Ben kept saying, it's okay if this one's only like 10 minutes.
I
He
mean,
always does that.
we're always going to
He
find time to talk.
underestimates my ability to sidetrack
That's
him.
true. I mean, we started this episode 4 minutes without even answering a question.
True.
But Dan, I hope you have a wonderful Christmas.
You as well, Ben. It is the joy of my life being in ministry with you.
Amen.
and
Me too,
doing
brother.
doing these kinds of things.
Me too.
And that
Yes.
really is the reason for the season.
Amen. Well, listen, I hope you're listening. This will probably be released the whatever day before Christmas, or whatever episode drops before Christmas. I hope you and your family have a wonderful time off celebrating Jesus' birth, and don't get too crazy with the eggnog.
Oh,
Thanks
I hate
again.
eggnog. We need a question about that now. I hate eggnog. You like eggnog?
I love eggnog.
Oh, we are so opposite. How do we like each other?
Eggnog ice cream. Ever had eggnog ice cream?
I wouldn't eat that if I was starving
awesome.
to death
You'd
in
have to trick me
Ethiopia.
into it.
It is awesome.
That's
No.
disgusting.
Oh.
Shocking. Dan and I disagree on something.
And as always, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening at Life Talks. We'll talk to you next time.